The stars looked different from the edge of the galaxy. Tai pressed her hand against the cold glass of the research outpost's main window. She had been studying the strange purple clouds of the nebula for 6 months now. Something about it was not normal. "Anything new in your plant samples?" Jun asked as he walked into the lab. His job was to fly the small ships that took them closer to the nebula. He was tall and had a friendly smile. Ta shook her head. The energy waves from the nebula changed the DNA of everything living near it. These plants should not exist. Their research outpost was small but important. Humans had only joined the Galactic Alliance 50 years ago. They were still proving themselves to the older space races. This research could help. "Look at this," Ta said, pointing to her screen. "This plant has DNA like nothing in our records. Its reading is both plant and animal." June leaned closer. "Is that safe to keep here?" "It's in 3 sealed containers. Nothing gets in or out." Ta tapped more keys. "I think it might be growing some kind of fruit." The alarm suddenly rang through the station. Red lights flashed on every wall. "Unknown ship approaching," came the voice over the speakers. It was Hana, their communications expert. She sounded scared. It's a Dokebi ship." Tai and June looked at each other with wide eyes. Everyone in the galaxy knew about the Dokebi. They looked like giant dragons from old Earth stories. They were smart, powerful, and stayed away from other species. When they did meet others, it rarely ended well. "Why would a Dokebi come here?" Jun whispered. Director Sung's voice came next. "All staff to the main hall." Now, 5 minutes later, all 8 human crew members stood nervously in the main hall. Director Sung looked serious. "The Dokebi ship has asked for permission to dock," he said. "They say they come in peace. We can't trust them," said Jin, the security officer. His hand rested on his weapon. "The Dokebi are killers. They are part of the Galactic Alliance, even if they rarely attend meetings," Director Sung said. "We must follow the rules." No one looked happy, but no one argued. An hour later, the whole crew watched as the Dokebi ship connected to their station. The door slid open. Sar was bigger than Tai had expected. The alien stood 3 meters tall, with dark blue scales that shimmered under the lights. Its long neck curved gracefully, and its 4 eyes blinked slowly as it studied the humans. The dragon-like creature had 2 arms with clawed hands and powerful back legs. Small wings were folded against its back, not for flying in space, but a leftover from its evolution. "I thank you for allowing this meeting," Kassar said. Its voice was deep and clear, coming from a translator device around its neck. "I am Kassar, a scholar of the Dokebi." Director Sung stepped forward, trying to hide his fear. "I am Director Sung. What brings you to our small station?" Sar's large head turned, all 4 eyes looking around the room before focusing on Ta's lab through the glass walls. "I have tracked an energy signal for 17 light years. It led me here, to your station." "What kind of signal?" Tai asked before she could stop herself. Sar's eyes narrowed. "A signal that should not exist. A pattern my people have not seen for 10,000 years." The Dokebi pointed 1 long claw toward Ta's lab. "And I believe the source is in that room." Everyone turned to look at the sealed container holding Ta's strange plant sample. Inside, something was now glowing with a soft golden light. "Interesting," Sar said, moving closer to the lab door. "You have found a starfruit. The legends were true after all." "What legends?" Tai asked. Sar looked down at her, all 4 eyes blinking in turn. "The legends of how the last great empire of the galaxy fell. And why." The room was silent. Everyone stared at Kassar, the giant blue dragon-like alien. Jin, the security officer, kept his hand on his weapon. "What do you mean about an empire falling?" Director Sung finally asked. Kassar blinked all 4 eyes slowly. "May I see the plant? I promise I mean no harm." Director Sung looked at Ta. She nodded. "You can enter the lab. But the sample stays in the container, Sung said. Ta led Kasar to her lab. The Dakibi had to duck to fit through the door. Its tail dragged on the floor behind it. The rest of the crew followed, keeping their distance. Hana, the communications specialist, watched with wide eyes. She had studied many alien languages, but had never met a Dakibi before. Most of your kind avoid other species, Hana said to Kasar. Why are you different? Kasar turned its long neck toward her. I am a scholar. I seek knowledge, not battles. My people were not always feared. Long ago, we were teachers and builders. The alien leaned down to look at the sealed container. Inside, the strange plant had grown more. The glowing part was now clearly a fruit. It looked like an apple, but with glowing golden lines running through it. Just as the old stories said, Kasar whispered. A starfruit. What exactly is it? Tai asked. It is not from our galaxy, Kasar said. The last time one was found was 10,000 years ago. The Mori Empire ruled then. They were wise and powerful. Their scientists studied the fruit. Kasar touched the glass of the container gently with one claw. And then they were gone. Their whole civilization disappeared in 1 year. No war, no disease. They just stopped communicating, stopped trading. When others went to their planets, they found empty cities. June moved closer. Are you saying this fruit had something to do with that? The stories are not clear, Kasar said. But my people believe it did. Director Sung frowned. If this fruit is dangerous, maybe we should destroy it. No. Both Tai and Kasar spoke at the same time. They looked at each other in surprise. We need to study it, Ta said. This could be the biggest discovery in years. I agree, Kasar said. But with caution. The fruit should stay contained. Later that day, Tai and Kasar worked together in the lab. The others watched through the glass walls. Hana joined them, curious about the alien. Your machines are simple, but effective, Kasar said as Tai showed the test results. The fruit is giving off waves of energy we cannot explain. Can you tell us more about the Mori Empire? Hana asked. She had brought her translation devices to record Kasar's words. They were peaceful, advanced. They mapped most of the galaxy, Kasar said. My ancestors learned much from them. But then they found something. The records don't say what, just that it showed them a terrible truth. An alarm suddenly rang through the lab. Red lights flashed. The containment field is failing. Ta shouted, rushing to her computer. Something is interfering with it. That's not possible, Jun said. Those systems have triple backups. Jin rushed in with his weapon drawn. Someone has tampered with the power systems. This was done on purpose. The inner seal of the container hissed open. The fruit inside seemed to pulse with light. Seal the lab, Director Sung ordered over the speakers. No one goes in or out. Kasar moved toward the fruit, its 4 eyes fixed on the glowing object. Kasar, stay back, Ta warned. It could be dangerous. The Dakibi turned to look at her. I have searched for this my whole life. The fruit that gives visions of what is to come. Visions? Hana asked. The starfruit does not just show the past or present. Kasar said, still staring at the now fully exposed fruit. It shows what will be. The fruit pulsed brighter, as if responding to Kasar's words. Someone doesn't want us to study it, Jin said, checking the security systems. Someone tried to destroy it. We need to find out who. The fruit gave off a sweet smell that filled the sealed lab. Kasar's nostrils flared. It's calling to me, the alien whispered. We need to move the fruit to a more secure room, Jin said, his weapon still ready. He did not trust the way Kasar looked at the fruit. Ta nodded. I'll prepare a transport container. As she worked, a message light flashed on the main screen. Director Sung answered it. A stern-faced woman appeared on the screen. Representative Han. Sung said with surprise. We weren't expecting a call from Earth Command. We detected unusual energy readings from your station, Han said. Her voice was cold. Our systems flagged it as a possible danger. Report immediately. Director Sung explained about the strange plant and the fruit. He also mentioned Kasar's arrival. With each word, Han's face grew darker. Listen carefully, Han said when he finished. You are to destroy that specimen at once. This is a direct order. Everyone in the room looked shocked. But Representative Han, Ta stepped forward. This could be the most important discovery in. That was not a suggestion. Han cut her off. Destroy it immediately and send confirmation. Earth command out. The screen went black. Why would they want us to destroy it without studying it first? Jun asked. Sar made a low rumbling sound. Perhaps they know more than they admit. What do you mean? Hannah asked the alien. There are old stories, legends passed down among the oldest races, Sar said. They speak of tests, objects placed throughout the galaxy by someone or something, left for young races to find. Jin shook his head. That sounds like children's stories. All legends have some truth, Kasar said. The starfruit is real, so what else might be true? Director Sung paced the room. We have direct orders, he said, though he did not sound happy. At least let me run a few more tests before we destroy it, Ta pleaded. Just a few hours. What harm could it do? Sung looked at the fruit glowing in its broken container. 4 hours. Then we follow orders. Kasar moved closer to Ta. May I assist you? My people have knowledge that might help. Ta nodded, and they began working. Hannah joined them, eager to learn more about the Dokkaebi's legends. Hours passed quickly. The fruit grew brighter. Tests showed it was changing, ripening faster than normal. Jin watched the security screens. Something's wrong, he said suddenly. Look at this footage from yesterday. On the screen, they saw a shadowy figure entering the lab late at night. The figure wore a hood and moved directly to the containment system. Someone on this station is a saboteur, Jin said. But who? Jun asked. And why? Kasar leaned forward, studying the screen. The shape is wrong for a human. That is an alien. Jin quickly checked the station logs. No aliens boarded before you, Kasar. This doesn't make sense. Unless, Hannah said slowly, someone here isn't human. The idea hung in the air, making everyone look at each other with new suspicion. The fruit pulsed again, brighter than before. A sweet smell filled the room, stronger now. It reminded Tai of summer apples from her home on Earth, but with something else, something not from Earth at all. The fruit is fully ripe, Kasar said, all 4 eyes fixed on it. It calls to those who can hear. Can you hear it? Tai asked. Kasar nodded slowly. It promises knowledge, visions of what will come. Director, Jin called from his security station. The 4 hours are almost up. Earth Command has sent 3 messages asking for confirmation of destruction. Director Sung looked troubled. We must follow orders. Wait, Kasar said. In my culture, we believe some knowledge comes only once. If you destroy this fruit, another may not appear for 10,000 more years. And if the knowledge it brings destroyed the Mori Empire? Jin asked. Sometimes the truth is dangerous, Kasar said. But ignorance is more dangerous still. As they argued, no one noticed the fruit's glow growing stronger, its golden veins pulsing like a heartbeat. No one noticed Kasar moving slowly closer to it, drawn by a power older than any living species in the galaxy. No one noticed until it was too late. The next morning, Ta found Kasar standing outside the secure lab. The Dokkaebi had not slept. All 4 eyes were fixed on the glowing fruit inside. You should rest, Ta said. Kasar's scales shimmered in the low light. I cannot. The fruit, it speaks to me. What does it say? Tai asked, concerned. It does not use words, Kasar said. It shows things, flashes, images of stars dying, worlds ending, and new ones being born. Director Sung called an emergency meeting. Everyone gathered in the main room except Jin, who was searching the station for signs of the mystery saboteur. Earth Command has sent a ship, Sung announced. They will be here in 2 days to take the fruit and destroy it. 2 days, Ta said. That's not enough time for proper study. Sung looked tired. Those are our orders. We will continue basic tests until then, but with extra security. After the meeting, Tai and Jun set up new equipment in the lab. Xar insisted on helping, though the alien moved slowly, as if distracted. These readings are strange, Jun said, looking at his screen. The fruit is giving off energy, but it's not like anything I've seen before. It's almost like... Like what? Tai asked. Like it's thinking, Jun finished. Xar made a rumbling sound deep in its chest. Yes, it thinks. It knows. Hana came in with more translation tools. I've been researching old dokebi texts, she said excitedly. There are stories about fruits that grant wisdom, but they always come with a price. What price? Tai asked. The stories don't say exactly, Hana admitted. Just that the knowledge can be too much for some minds to bear. Xar moved closer to the fruit. My people have strong minds. Jin's voice suddenly came through the speakers. I found something. Come to level 3, storage room B. Ta, Jun, and Hana rushed out. Xar stayed behind, still watching the fruit. In the storage room, Jin showed them what he had found. Hidden behind some boxes was a small alien device. It's a signal transmitter, Jin explained. Someone has been sending messages about our research to someone outside the station. Can you tell who? Director Sung asked, joining them. Jin shook his head. No, but it's using an old frequency. Very old. As old as the Mori Empire? Hana asked quietly. Everyone looked at each other with worried faces. The lights suddenly flickered. The station shook slightly. What was that? Jun asked. An alarm blared. A voice came over the speakers. Power failure in Section 4. Backup systems engage. Section 4 was where the lab was. Where the fruit was. Where Xar was. They ran back to the lab. The doors were locked in emergency mode. Through the glass, they could see Xar standing over the fruit's container. The container was open. Xar, don't. Ta shouted, banging on the glass. The Dakibai looked up. All 4 eyes glowed with the same golden light as the fruit. The alien seemed to be fighting with itself, clawed hands shaking. I must know. Xar's voice came through the speakers. What happened to the Mori? What will happen to us all? The fruit could be dangerous, Jun shouted. Earth Command knows something we don't. Or they fear knowledge. Xar said, as all who cling to power do. Jin worked frantically at the door controls. I can't override it. Inside, Xar lifted the glowing fruit. It pulsed in time with the alien's heartbeat. Xar, please. Ta tried one more time. We don't know what it will do to you. The Dakibai looked at her with all 4 glowing eyes. Some questions can only be answered with courage, little human. In one swift motion, Xar bit into the golden fruit. Light exploded through the lab, so bright that everyone outside had to cover their eyes. When they could see again, Xar was lying on the floor. The fruit was gone, completely eaten. The Dakibi's body was rigid, not moving. The lab doors suddenly unlocked. Tae rushed in, followed by the others. She knelt beside the fallen alien. Xar, she called. Can you hear me? The Dakibi's eyes were open but saw nothing. All 4 glowed with inner light, staring at things no one else could see. They moved Xar to the medical bay. The Dakibi's large body barely fit on the medical bed. Dr. Min, the station's xenobiologist, ran tests on the alien. His brain activity is off the charts, Dr. Min said, looking at the screens. I've never seen patterns like this in any species. Ta stood nearby, watching Xar's still form. The alien's 4 eyes continued to glow with golden light. Sometimes its claws would twitch or its tail would move slightly. "Can you wake him up?" Director Sung asked. Dr. Min shook her head. "I'm afraid to try. This state is not normal sleep. His mind is somewhere else." 3 hours passed. Jin kept the medical bay secure. Hana and Jun tried to learn more about the fruit from the station's databases. Ta stayed with Kasar, watching and waiting. Suddenly, Kasar's body jerked. All 4 eyes opened wide. The alien made a terrible sound, part roar, part scream. "Kasar." Ta moved closer. "Can you hear me?" The Dakibi turned its large head toward her voice. The stars are going out," it whispered, one by one, like candles in the wind. Dr. Min rushed over with her equipment. "Kasar, do you know where you are?" "Everywhere," the alien said. "I saw the beginning. I saw the end." Kasar tried to sit up. I must draw what I saw." They'd brought paper and markers. Kasar's clawed hands moved quickly, drawing star maps and strange symbols. Page after page was filled. Director Sung called everyone to the medical bay. They watched as Kasar covered 20 pages with drawings and strange equations. "What is all this?" June asked, looking at the papers spread across the floor. "The path," Kasar said. "The path of death as it moves across the galaxy." Hana picked up one of the drawings. "This looks like the Carina sector. But these stars," she pointed to several marks, "these stars don't exist anymore. They went supernova 200 years ago." "Yes," Kasar said. "The first wave has already passed. The second comes soon." The alien's voice shook. "Too soon." Jin looked skeptical. "How can we trust these visions? The fruit could have poisoned your mind." "Test me," Kasar challenged. "Ask me something you know," but I could not. Jin thought for a moment. "What is the security code for the weapons locker?" "RV 7392 Blue Delta 45. Kasar said without hesitation. Jin's face went pale. "That's correct. How did you know?" "I know many things now," Kasar said. "The fruit showed me all." The alien turned to Director Sung. "Your Earth Command knows about the fruit. They found one 50 years ago. That is how humans joined the Galactic Alliance so quickly." Director Sung looked shocked. "That's classified information. Only top officials know that." "Is it true?" Tai asked. Sung nodded slowly. "Yes, we found a similar fruit. A scientist ate it. He went mad, spoke of terrible things coming. Then he took his own life." "He was not ready," Kasar said. "His mind was too small for what he saw." "And yours isn't?" Dr. Min asked. "I am suffering," Kasar admitted. "But I can bear it long enough to warn you." "Warn us about what?" Hannah asked. Kasar pointed to another drawing, showing a wave moving through the galaxy. The Mori Empire saw this coming. They tried to warn others, but no one listened. So they left. "Left where?" Jun asked. "To another galaxy. They escaped the wave." Kasar's voice grew urgent. "We have less time than they did. The wave approaches faster now." "What wave?" Tai asked. "What's coming?" Kasar looked at her with all 4 glowing eyes. "Death. A gamma-ray burst of unprecedented power. It will sterilize half the galaxy." The alien's claws dug into the bed. "And it begins in 3 weeks." A message alert sounded. Director Sung checked his tablet. His face went grim. "Earth Command is ordering a full quarantine of this station," he said. "No messages in or out. Their ship will arrive tomorrow." "They will destroy the evidence," Kasar said, "as they did before. And billions will die." Tension filled the station. Everyone argued about what to do next. "We should trust Earth Command," Jin said. "They know more than we do. If they wanted to save people, They'd warn the galaxy, not hide the truth, Jun argued back. Director Sung tried to keep everyone calm. We don't know enough yet. We need proof. Kassar sat in the corner of the medical bay. The alien looked weaker now. The glow in its eyes flickered sometimes, like a light about to go out. The proof is in my mind, the Dokebi said. But it's burning me. These visions are too much, even for me. Dr. Min checked Kassar's readings again. Your brain is working too hard. These patterns are becoming unstable. More alarms sounded. Hannah rushed into the room. 3 ships just arrived at the station. They're not from Earth. Everyone went to the main hall. On the big screen, they saw 3 different alien ships. One was long and sharp. One was round like a ball. One was shaped like a star. This is Captain Zill of the Vorix Empire, said a tall, thin alien on the screen. We detected unusual energy from your station. We are coming aboard. Before anyone could stop them, aliens from all 3 ships entered the station. Some looked like tall insects. Some had 4 arms and green skin. Some floated in the air like jellyfish. What do you want? Director Sung asked. We felt a ripple in space, said one of the green aliens. The kind that only happens when old knowledge awakens. The fruit, said one of the floating aliens. Someone has eaten the forbidden fruit. Kassar entered the room slowly, leaning on Ta for support. All the aliens stepped back when they saw the Dokebi. Yes, Kassar said. I ate it, and I saw what comes. The aliens all began speaking at once. Some were angry. Some were afraid. Some didn't believe. Captain Zill raised a hand for quiet. The last time a fruit was found, an entire civilization vanished. We must know what you saw, Dokebi. Kassar told them about the gamma-ray burst, how it would kill billions of people, how they had only weeks to prepare. Impossible, said one of the insect aliens. Such an event would have signs. Our scientists would know. There are signs, Jun said, pulling up data on his tablet. Look at these star readings from the past year. Kassar suddenly made a pained sound and fell to his knees. Golden light spilled from all 4 eyes. The visions are killing him, Dr. Min said, rushing to help. His mind can't handle them much longer. Ta knelt beside Kassar. There must be something we can do. The Dokebi looked at her with flickering eyes. There is one thing. The old stories speak of sharing the burden. What do you mean? Ta asked. A mind link, Kassar said. But it has never been done between a Dokebi and a human. Captain Zill stepped forward. That would be too dangerous. Human minds are too simple. Ta looked offended. We're not simple. We're just different. Dr. Min was checking something on her tablet. Actually, there's something strange in the human DNA Kassar brought us. She showed the screen to everyone. See this pattern. It's similar to the Dokebi brain structure. That's impossible, said one of the green aliens. Unless humans were meant to find the fruit too, Hannah finished. Maybe that's why Earth found one 50 years ago. Kassar's body shook. More golden light leaked from his eyes and mouth. I'm running out of time, the Dokebi said. The knowledge is burning through me. Soon it will all be lost. Ta made a decision. She stood up straight. I'll do the mind link. Ta. No, Jun said. It could kill you. If Kassar dies, we lose the warning. Ta said. Billions will die. I have to try. Kassar looked at Ta with new respect. Human courage. Always surprising. Director Sung stepped forward. As station director, I should be the one to. No, Kassar interrupted. It must be Ta. She has the strongest mental pattern. She has the best chance. Dr. Min began setting up equipment. If we're doing this, we need to do it now, before Kassar's condition gets worse. The alien and human representatives argued more, but time was running out. Kassar's light was fading. Prepare the mind link, Director Sung finally ordered. And may whatever put that fruit in our galaxy help us all. They prepared the medical bay quickly. Dr. Min set up special machines to watch Ta and Kassar during the mind link. The alien visitors stood back, watching with worried eyes. "This is how it works," Kassar explained weakly. "I will touch my forehead to yours. Our minds will connect. You will see what I see." "Will it hurt?" Ta asked. She tried to sound brave, but her voice shook a little. "Yes," Kassar said simply, "but you will not bear the full weight as I do." Jun held Ta's hand. "You don't have to do this." "I do," she said. "We need to know what's coming." Dr. Min attached small sensors to Ta's head. "These will monitor your brain. If things go wrong, we'll pull you out." Jin stood guard at the door, still not fully trusting the alien visitors. Director Sung watched everything with a worried face. "Earth Command ship will be here in 10 hours, he reminded everyone. "Whatever we do, we must do it now." Ta lay on a bed next to Kassar. The Dakebi's huge body made the human look tiny in comparison. "Are you ready?" Dr. Min asked. Ta nodded. "Ready." Kassar turned his massive head. All 4 eyes were now dim, the golden light barely visible. "Little human," the alien said softly, "you show great courage. Just don't let me see anything too awful." Ta tried to joke. The Dakebi made a sound that might have been a laugh. "I will try." Kassar leaned down. The alien's scaled forehead touched Ta's. At first, nothing happened. Then Ta gasped. Her back arched. Her eyes flew open, glowing with the same golden light as Kassar's. Brain activity spiking. Dr. Min shouted, watching her screens. Heart rate increasing. Everyone watched as Ta's body shook. Words spilled from her mouth, but not in any language they knew. Images appeared on Dr. Min's screens. Stars exploding, waves of energy, maps of the galaxy. "Is she okay?" June asked, gripping the edge of a table so hard his knuckles turned white. "I don't know," Dr. Min admitted. "This is beyond anything I've seen before." For 30 minutes, Ta and Kassar remained connected. Sometimes Ta would cry out. Sometimes she would whisper names of stars no human had ever seen. Finally, the golden light faded from her eyes. Kassar lifted his head away from hers. Both looked exhausted but alive. "Did it work?" Director Sung asked. Tae sat up slowly. "Yes," she said. Her voice sounded different, older somehow. "I saw it all. Or enough." "Tell us," Captain Zill demanded. Tae took a deep breath. "The fruit. It's not just a fruit. It's a message. A warning system created by a race even older than the Mori." "A warning about what?" Hannah asked. "About the cycles of destruction," Kassar said, his voice stronger now. "Every 50,000 years, something happens at the center of our galaxy. A massive explosion of energy." "The gamma ray burst," Jun said. Ta nodded. "Yes. The ancient race couldn't stop it, so they created these fruits. They put them throughout the galaxy. When the danger approaches, the fruits appear." "So they're like alarms," Jin said, finally understanding. "But why make them so dangerous?" asked one of the green aliens. "Why not just leave a message?" "Because seeing is believing," Sar said. "The visions show exactly what will happen, where it will hit, when it will come." Ta stood up, moving to a computer. Her fingers flew over the keys. "The visions showed me calculations, if I can map them." A 3D model of the galaxy appeared above the table. A red wave spread from the center, covering nearly half the stars. "This is the path of the burst," Ta said. "Any planet caught in this wave will die. All life will end." Everyone stared at the map in horror. Billions of lives would be lost. "When?" Director Sung asked. 17 days, Tai answered. "We have 17 days to warn everyone in the red zone." "Earth Command won't let us," Jin reminded her. "They're coming to shut us down." Ta looked at Kassar, then at all the aliens in the room. Something new shone in her eyes, not the golden light of the visions, but the light of hope. Then we'll need everyone's help, she said, human and alien alike. We need to contact the Galactic Alliance, Director Sung said. They can spread the warning faster than we can. Hana shook her head. Earth Command has blocked all our long-range communications. We can't reach anyone. The alien visitors looked at each other. Captain Zill stepped forward. My ship has communication systems your Earth Command cannot block. But will the Alliance believe us? Jin asked. They might think this is a trick. They won't believe without proof, said one of the floating jellyfish aliens. The Alliance Council is slow to act even when the danger is clear. Tai still had a faint golden glow in her eyes. The knowledge from Kisar was changing her. We don't have time for the Alliance Council to debate. We need to act now. June looked at the map again. My family lives in the red zone. So do billions of others. A new alarm sounded. Jin checked the security screens. A new ship is approaching. It's from Earth Command. They're early, Director Sung said with surprise. We should have had more time. The screen lit up. A stern-faced man appeared. He wore the uniform of an Earth Admiral. This is Admiral Yu of the Earth Defense Fleet, Station PI-42. You are now under military control. Prepare for boarding. The screen went black before anyone could respond. We're out of time, Jin said. Ksar stood up. The Dakibi was still weak, but there was strength in his voice. They will try to silence us, as they silenced the scientist who ate the first fruit. Tay turned to the alien visitors. You need to leave now. Take what we know and warn your people. They won't believe us either, Captain Zill said. Not without proof. Tai thought for a moment. Then her eyes widened. The mind link. It can be shared. She looked at Kisar. You can share it with them too, can't you? The Dakibi nodded slowly. A small taste, yes. Enough to convince them. In the next few minutes, Kisar touched his forehead briefly to each alien visitor. Each one saw a flash of the visions. Each one understood the danger was real. We will warn our people, Captain Zill promised. But what about the other worlds? The ones without ships here? June had been working at a computer. I have an idea. The nebula near this station. It affects signals passing through it. If we can create a powerful enough pulse, we might be able to send a warning that spreads through the comm relays across this sector. That would reach at least 30 systems, Hana said, getting excited. But Earth Command ship will stop us, Jin reminded them. Director Sung made a decision. You all go. Take the alien ships and spread the warning. He looked at Ta and Kisar. You too have the visions. You need to convince the Alliance. What about you? Tai asked. I'll stay with Jin and delay Admiral Yu. Sung said. Buy you time to escape. Hana began packing data drives. I'll translate the warning into all major galactic languages. I'll prepare the signal pulse, Jun said. We can launch it just before we leave. They worked quickly. The dock alarms showed Admiral Yu's ship was minutes from docking. Ksar pulled Tai aside. There is something else I saw. Something I didn't share with the others. What is it? Tai asked. If we succeed in warning everyone, the future changes, Ksar said. But there is a cost. The paths of time split, and in one path. The Dakivi hesitated. In one path. What? Kisar looked down at her with all four eyes. In one path, you do not survive. Tay took a deep breath. That's a risk I'll have to take. Director Sung called everyone together one last time. The alien ships will leave through the south dock. We'll keep Admiral Yu busy at the main dock. They could hear the sounds of Earth Command ship connecting to the station. Remember, Sung told them, don't just warn your own worlds. Warn everyone. Jin stood by his side, weapon ready. Go now. We'll hold them off. As they rushed to the south dock, Admiral Yu's voice came over the speakers. This is your final warning. Surrender the alien and all research materials immediately. Ta looked back at Director Sung and Jin standing at the main entrance. Then she ran with the others. Behind them, the door burst open. Earth soldiers poured in. The race to save the galaxy had begun. The 3 alien ships raced away from the station, each going in a different direction. Tai, June, and Hannah were on Captain Zill's ship. Xar was with them, still weak from the visions but getting stronger. Earth command ships are following us, Captain Zill said, looking at the screen. Can they catch us? Hannah asked. No, but they can send messages faster than we can travel. They will try to stop other worlds from listening to us. Ta worked with June on a small device. The signal pulse is ready. We need to get closer to the nebula. Captain Zill changed course. The ship turned toward the strange purple clouds they had studied for so long. What about Director Sung and Jin? June asked. Will they be okay? No one answered. They all knew the risk Sung and Jin had taken by staying behind. The nebula filled the view screen now, beautiful and mysterious. Now, Ta said. June activated the device. A bright pulse of energy shot from the ship into the nebula. The purple clouds lit up, then the light spread outward in all directions. Did it work? Hannah asked. Tai checked her screen. Yes, the warning is spreading through the comm relays. At least 30 systems will get it right away. But that's not enough. Xar said. We need to reach the Alliance capital. Captain Zill set a new course. We're going there now. Full speed. For 3 days, they raced across space. The Earth ships followed for a while, then turned back. Other ships joined them, aliens who had heard the warning and believed. Look, Jun said on the 4th day. He showed them a screen with news from different worlds. Planets are evacuating. People are moving to the safe zones. Some are, Hannah said. But many leaders still don't believe us. Finally, they reached the Alliance capital, a huge space station where representatives from all galaxy races met. It was shaped like a giant wheel with thousands of lights. They're denying us permission to dock, Captain Zill said. Earth Command has warned them about us. Xar moved to the front of the ship. The Dakibai looked stronger now, almost back to normal. Send them my message. Hannah transmitted Xar's words. Suddenly, the dock lights turned green. We're allowed to land, Captain Zill said with surprise. The Dakibi name still commands respect. Inside the Alliance station, they faced the High Council, 50 alien leaders sitting in a great circle. Earth's representative was there too, looking angry. These humans have broken Earth law, the Earth representative said. They must be returned to us. We come with a warning, Ta said, stepping forward. The golden glow in her eyes made everyone stare. A gamma ray burst will hit in 10 days. Half the galaxy is in danger. Many council members laughed or made sounds of disbelief. Show them, Xar said quietly. Tay touched the control panel. The map appeared, the red wave of death spreading across the stars. Then she showed the data, the calculations, the proof. This could be false, said one council member. Xar stepped forward. Then let me show you the truth. The Dakibi opened all 4 eyes wide. Golden light spilled out, touching each council member briefly. Each one saw a flash of the visions. The room went silent. We have 10 days, Ta said. We need every ship, every communicator, every relay station. The Alliance voted. The warning would go out to all worlds. For the next week, Tai and Xar worked with the Alliance. Ships spread the warning. Planets prepared. Some people fled to safe zones. Some built deep shelters. Some didn't believe and stayed. On the final day, Ta stood with Xar, watching the great map of the galaxy. Little lights showed ships moving, people escaping. Not everyone will make it, Xar said sadly. But billions will live who would have died. Tai answered, because you ate the fruit, because you shared the visions, because you helped carry the burden, Xar said. Humans are younger than most races, but your courage is old. The first signs appeared on their screens, a flash at the galaxy center. The wave had begun. Alerts came in from across the stars. The warning had worked. Ships had moved. Planets had prepared. Tati felt tired suddenly. She remembered Kisar's warning about her fate. Was it worth it? She asked quietly. Kisar looked down at her with all four eyes, now clear and bright. Ask those who will live because of you. Ta smiled as the stars continued to shine around them. 3 months later, a small plant grew on a distant planet. Its leaves shimmered with strange energy. Soon, it would bear fruit. The cycle would continue. The warnings would go on. And somewhere in the vastness of space, humans and Dakibi would face the next test together.